Well, hello everyone, it's Pete from Townsville here again. I just thought I'd make a quick video on some of the, well, the small percentage of the finds I have here that I found on the Goldfields. This would approximately be, I'd say, about 25-30% of what I've found on the Goldfields. I have a lot of containers underneath the stairs down here and upstairs filled with relics that I've found over the years. But I've had a great time, and you know, I've documented, I would say, almost every relic here, or that I've found. I've documented where I found them, and I normally used to take my old 8mm movie camera with me, and I would actually document. If I got a sufficient find, I would document where I found it, and just to keep a record of all that sort of stuff. Okay, I'll just cover a few of the relics that I've got here. I didn't know what these were. I'd found a couple of them, and I showed one to a mate, and I actually didn't know what it was. And he said, "Oh, they're Chinese weights." He said, and I found quite a few of these at Chinese, you know, around Chinese gardens and that, where I found a few Chinese coins as well. They don't have any markings on them to represent what weight they really are, so I actually don't know how the Chinese would tell what weight they would actually represent, but I'm sure they'd work it out and they'd know. I was a little bit baffled when I dug this one. I didn't actually know what it is or what it was, but it actually is a, I think it's a Holloway's token, and you can see someone has actually had a bit of a bash at it with whatever. Just up here is the female's head on the reverse side, and I'll just turn it over, and you can just make out Holloway's head himself. But yeah, I didn't mind this. I found this with a couple of Chinese coins, and I thought it was a good find. Another piece of, you know, Australian history which I enjoy saving. But as you can see, the poor old thing's had a bit of a hard life. I found quite a few of these belt buckles. Sometimes they've got, well, most times they've got the word Paris on them, and I've got a few now that's got 1860s on it as well. A few of the old thimbles I've found. These aren't the best. These ones, you can see they've been squashed flat. That one's actually got the word gift on it, and basically they were just silver covered copper, really. I don't think there would be anyone who's detected on the Goldfields that hasn't found a piece of old lanterns. I've quite a few, like probably a bucket load of it around here somewhere underneath the house, and I've been told not to bring any of it upstairs because I'm threat of death from the better half, and I can understand what she means, because they need a good clean. But one day I would like to build, enclose it totally underneath the house here and have my own little museum sort of thing. This is a little ornament. I believe it's silver covered copper, but it's a little ornament. Where it would hang, I'm not too sure, but it was a quite nice little find when I got it. This one's face off a watch, a pocket watch. I've found nearly whole pocket watches. I've found silver pocket watches, and not gold ones, unfortunately, but I've found the ones that have been, that look like, you know, gold gilt on them, or if that's the correct terminology. But yep, I've found quite a few of those. Found quite a few of the old belt buckles. Excuse me. They're beautiful as far as I'm concerned. Unfortunately, they're missing the centerpiece, which more than likely would have, you know, covered some sort of sporting motif or something like that. This one's a nice belt buckle. I don't know what it would have held, or whether the belt just went on the inside of it, but I suppose it would have been probably covered in a bit of gold gilt, but there's a piece missing on the front of it, which is unfortunate, but never mind. This one as well, unfortunately it's got nothing on it, but never mind, it's a beautiful find anyway. This one here, I'll just get under the light so you can see it. It's got the crown and VR for Victoria Regina, and probably had something to do with the government of the time. Okay, you can see the iron started to rust there on the back, but that was a good find. One of these days I'm going to actually clean them up and make them presentable. little cover there off something off a drawer, I'd imagine, or a suitcase or something. Not exactly the best for wear. This little artifact here, it's actually a winding key off a pocket watch that would sit on a little belt near the pocket watch itself, and you'd wind them up. Okay, you've got quite a few of these old rimfire cartridges. Now I don't know what calibre they are, but they're quite large, and I've been told that the old timers would put a bit of dust, gold dust or small nuggets in them and crimp them over at the top, and I can guarantee you I've had a look at in these and I've found nothing yet. But I've got quite a few of the old rimfire bullets. Yes, some sort of key maybe on a door. I found a few of the old taps. This one is actually in quite good condition. I don't know, it might have been just off the water tank or something like that. I haven't got any inclination on age, but I'd like to give it a bit of a clean up one day and just see if there's anything actually written on it. It's a nice little artifact. Half a pair of scissors. I would love to have found the other half. I just wonder what's been cut with it, you know. What sort of life or history in its life it had, who used it, what they did for a possession, or sorry, a job or whatever. This is quite nice, this one. Shape of a bird. Obviously it's been some ornament thing and it's been broken off, but it's quite nice as well. An old brass shotgun cartridge with the, as you can see, unfortunately it's been squashed. But these purses, this one here opens bottom and the top, so obviously it had a partition in the middle of it. Some old fork and spoons here. Some of them are quite old and they got the old like hallmarks on them, but usually they're just like copper covered copper really, or silver covered copper. This one's quite a nice old one with a, I don't know whether you can see that properly. I've just got quite a nice design on it there. Yeah, there we go. And it's quite beautiful, that one. But anyway. Yep, that's a few of my finds here. I'll probably get a few more later on, and because it takes a while to spread them out and all that sort of stuff. But yep, I'll get a few more together and get the coins down here one day and show you a few of those. But no worries until then. Okay, all the best, and have the bottle gods smile on you, and if you're detecting, you find what you're looking for. Okay, all the best. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye.